Watch now. Wow. So I should probably.
Hello out there in Streamland. It is Wednesday. It is 6:30. We are starting a brand new stream today. And we are, there we go, just checking it out, making sure my sound is working. All right, very nice. So, welcome. This is the first episode of the Nashkel Homebrew on the Svenzone. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the characters, the players rather. So we have with us, we have Logan as Krek, we have Mantha as Genesis, and we have Ashley as Kithri. Tonight, Tusk will not be joining us, but Logan, what race and class is Krek?
Krek is a blue dragonborn sorcerer. Blue dragonborn.
And Ashley?
Kithri is a halfling rogue.
All right, and Mantha is having technical difficulties at the moment, but she plays Genesis Stillwater, who is a bard slash cleric. So up until this point, the characters have been running around the Sword Coast. And there is a city called Nashkel. And this city is something that I made, sort of brought in an old 82, 83 module, and converted it. And you can see here it's down just before they cross over into Amun. And it's below Baldur's Gate and Candlekeep, just before the at the edge of the Cloud Peak Mountains. And we've been playing for several years. At this point in time, Nashkel is being harassed by the country of Amun. They've had sort of like some guerrilla tactics take place, a couple attacks against the city. While that was happening, the party found out about a druid who had been captured. They went and rescued the druid, and the druid was up here between the Burlow Winery and Burdusk, and they rescued her and are now on their way back. The city of Nashkel asked them to do a couple things for them, and one of which is there's a tower that is being used by magic users from Amun that's overlooking, able to see Nashkel, and they're using their magic somehow to affect Nashkel from this tower. So they asked them to search the mountains below Nashkel to find this tower. And so that's what the party is eventually going on their way to do. And it looks, my Discord being weird. Let's see, did I hear Mantha show up?
Yes, you did.
You did.
Hello, Mantha. So tell us who Genesis is and what level, and what she is, what race, class.
Sorry, did you want me?
What?
Class.
Sorry, I
No.
interrupted you.
No, it's fine.
Do you want me?
I was just wondering if Mr. Sven wanted
Class.
me to say more than literally
No.
just Kithri
No,
is
it's fine.
a
I was
halfling
just wondering if Mr.
rogue.
Sven wanted
Like,
me to.
that was pretty sad of an introduction.
If you want to keep going, you can.
Go
Now,
first.
for right now, I'm just doing class and race, and then as we get into the fight, I'll delve a little bit deeper into and ask you more questions as we get rolling along. Um, but I don't want to spend the first 20 minutes going into all the details just yet.
Sounds good. Jen is a half elf. She's got 4 levels of bard and 5 levels of cleric. She is a cleric of Sylvanas and kind of just does what she feels is right. And that's a short summary.
All right. So on their way back from rescuing this druid, they were asleep, and the Tusk, who is a half-orc barbarian, um, he has a magic bracelet of storing that allows him to keep his homemade uh, great axe on the bracelet when he's not in use. And then when they were asleep, a creature came in, or somebody came in and stole it from him. When he woke up, it was gone. The bracelet was gone. So they followed the tracks, went down below into this dungeon. And they tracked it down to get rid of that. So they tracked it down and found the axe, but didn't find the bracelet. So they then kept looking, found this magic user who was guarded by these fire elementals. And in the room with the magic user was this little creature whose name was Nilbog and looked like a goblin, but he had some magical abilities. And they defeated them as Nilbog was running away. He, in a desperate attempt to get them to leave him alone, he threw the bracelet at Tusk and then took off. So he escaped, and they are now, they've found what they were looking for, but being the completionists that they are, they want to go ahead and keep looking around. So they're in this room currently that has this tattered rug and it leads to these giant iron doors to the west. And the iron doors are hot, they're radiating heat. When Tusk first touched them, they have no handles, by the way. When he went to touch it, it burned him and did some damage to him. They're still hurt from the last fight. And so and that is where we left off. There is a magical disc with runes on it. It fits into a slot on the door. And they presume that's the key to this room. They have not looked to the south yet from this room. They have searched to the east, which is where they came in. All right, so did anybody else want to add anything that you think is important to the story that I had skipped over? Because I skipped over a lot.
We may have broken into this wizard's house and murdered all of his guards, and he might be an okay person, but Kid 3 is probably gonna try to find out if he's a good person or not.
It's okay. We decided to I don't remember exactly where, but I think we were going to stash his spellbook somewhere not right next to him so he can like immediately smite us or
Well,
something.
no, I think we left it because Sven said he needs it during a long rest so he could study. Taking his spell book now wouldn't do anything. We're like,
Uh-oh.
oh, all right. um,
Okay.
do you have what's it called? Detect good and evil, or uh, is it a spell?
I do not have that.
Darn. Well, Kid Three's probably gonna pick up Piper and struggle a lot because Piper like, as big as she is right now. And she's gonna be like, I'm gonna go talk to the wizard again. Because she wants to know if this person is evil. If he's causing harm to people, she doesn't want to let him live.
I'm confused though. Why grab the giant ferret?
So you can see through the ferret's eyes and make sure Kithri doesn't get murdered.
Okay. Um, I guess Piper turns tiny and kind of climbs up on your shoulder. Still like pretty big because you're a halfling, but like normal ferret size.
Not so big that it's as big as Kithri or bigger.
So, do you want to explain, Genesis, a little bit about what's going on with Piper, what Piper is, and why he's able to change?
I will explain as best as I can. Um, so Jen is a follower of the god Sylvanus, and during a visit to one of his temples, she was granted a gift from her god. And so Piper is her familiar, which is not normally like a bard or cleric thing. But she has a familiar. His name is Piper, and he's a ferret, and he has the ability to switch between a tiny and a medium size. So it's kind of fun. It's kind of funny at the thought of seeing a ferret running around the size of a large dog. So there's that.
Alrighty. And so Piper changes to Tiny. Let's go ahead and get swap him out. Did you get the character sheet I shared for him?
I have the medium size. I do not have the tiny.
Alright, yeah, I don't know what's going on because both of the NPCs I shared with Kithri didn't go through, and now the one I shared with you didn't go through either. Let me try one more time, and then we'll move on.
To be fair, I only have the medium one because I already had it in my hotbar. So I don't know what's going on your end.
No, I finished all the pets this week. I didn't have them before today, so
Oh.
that's something I did today.
To be fair, I did kind of put you on the spot last week. Oops, that's on me.
Did that share with you?
I do have Piper Tiny. Nice. Adding that to my hotbar.
Kithri, did you get it?
I got Athena's. Woohoo.
Alright, cool. So now let me give you your other two.
Wait, other two.
So, stream, these guys love animals. They all have different bizarre mounts, and Kithri also has a familiar named Athena. Alright, and while I'm doing this, Kithri, you want to tell us who Athena is and where she is right now?
Athena is Kithri's owl. It's a very big owl. It's almost like as big as she is. She is Kithri's familiar. She one of her non-illusion or enchantment spells is find familiar, so that's her familiar. Right now she's with the mounts, which we left, I believe, back at the camp. And yeah, that's who Athena is. She does lots of help because she's a good girl.
We did leave the camp in a hurry because Tusk was
panicked.
Mad.
So that's why
No, he
we
was
left
just
the
mad.
maps.
All right, so Logan, did you get Artemis? I mean, did you get your Lizard?
Lizard.
Yeah, I got the sheet.
If you named him, I vaguely remember you coming up with a name, but I don't remember what it was. If you did,
I
let
don't
me
think
know
I
and I'll
did.
switch it. Um,
I need
we
to
did
find
we did talk about the fact that you would have named it when you were small because you got him when you were small. And then Genesis, Ashley, did you get Steelfoot?
Not Steelfoot, but I got Artemis, which I think Genesis wants
Artemis,
Steelfoot.
okay.
Oh, yeah, I have Steelfoot.
Mantha, you got Steelfoot. Awesome. Okay, cool. So everybody has theirs except for
Wow.
Tusk.
Nick. All right. Yeah, Nick is can't remember the last time he missed, so he's not normally out. Good player, good role player as well. DM is he also DMs. Mantha has also DM'd. And fun fact: Nick's father thought of his name while he was shaving.
Okay, I didn't
All right.
know that.
Dad.
All right. So here we are. Let's switch out Piper, which is what started this whole thing.
Yes.
And I did not hotkey Tiny Piper. So give me just one more second. Let me hotkey him.
And
Pets. And hotkey, you just drag it down to the bottom. I use shift for all the pets and the animals, or at least the ones I have down here. There'll be more that should be there. All right, so you guys are gonna leave. I mean, Kithra, you're gonna go by yourself with Piper.
so technically not by myself, but
All right, and so
Kithry's not.
Kithry's not what?
Kithry's really bold, but she's not that bold.
All right, and so
you could
Genesis,
ask your
what are you
party
doing?
to go with you.
She doesn't do that.
Genesis, what are you doing as she leaves?
That's a good question. Give me a minute to think about that.
This door is closed and locked.
Darn. It's locked. He locked it. I'm gonna unlock it.
Why are you
You
keep
walk in and
harassing
he's
this poor
changing.
guy?
And
We don't know if he's a poor guy. He could be evil.
all right, so I have a
Can I check for
extension
traps
called Roll
before
for
I
Initiative.
unlock it?
We were the ones who came into
Yeah,
his house
yeah. Well,
and
Yeah, we
almost
his-
killed him. You know this, right?
yeah, but if he's evil, kind of deserves it.
Hiding it.
We just don't know yet.
Perception. I don't know why it says religion. There we go. And then we request the roll of Kithry. Now she has sleight of hand in thief tools on her sheet, so that the ones you make yourself aren't on here. All right, so go ahead and give me a thieves tools check. DC is 19.
Oh boy.
And you do not see any
Yeah,
traps.
fun time.
Yeah, no, I got that.
All right, so Craig, what are you doing when she leaves? Logan, you there?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Someone pay attention.
I thought we were gonna open the door, and then Kithri runs off again
Bye.
and steals the ferret and runs off.
It's okay, the ferret likes her.
So what are you going to be doing?
I was going to like say, "Hey, we should open the door," but now Kithri's just left without really. I don't know
She
what to
said, I'm
do.
gonna go talk to the wizard again.
I mean, I
Genesis, did you
guess I'll
decide
just
what you're going to do?
wait.
Yeah. I will throw it out there that as a party we do seem to be injured and I have used up some spell slots. But for the moment, since we are separated, Jen's gonna go ahead and sit against the wall and at this point I'm sure she's got some of those dwarven hymns memorized, and so she's just gonna be practicing those and kind of closing her eyes and making sure that if Piper says anything, she would be the first to know, so that she can rush in if Kithri gets hit or something. I don't know.
All right, so you're not looking through Piper's senses. You're just listening for him to say something.
I mean, I think she trusts Kithri enough. Basically, if Kithri wanted her to see everything that was going on, she would have just asked her to come along. So she figures that Piper will tell her if something happens.
Alrighty. All right, so Craig, you see her sit down and start humming to herself. Are you playing or are you singing?
Um, that's a good question. I think she pulls out a ocarina from her pouch and kind of just plays quietly. I don't think she's confident enough singing the dwarven hymns, considering this is my excuse for her to learn dwarvish. So she's just going to be playing the music.
All right. And Craig,
I
figure out
mean,
what you
I
want to do.
guess I'll just wait like Genesis is.
All right, so
She
you
sits
wait
down
and
in the middle of the room.
bleed silently.
Yeah, could we like
Good
take a
job.
short rest because I'm on less than half health?
I
You
mean,
did
they
point that
probably
out.
could.
All right, so getting back to Kithri, you guys can start a short rest if you'd like. Depends on how long Kithri takes. And if he takes an
Mm.
hour, then something's wrong. So I don't think it's going to end up in a short rest.
Oh, really?
But so click, the
I
door
will say, if
unlocks.
this does turn into a short rest,
She'll
I've
knock on
got
the door and then open it because locks don't really work on rogues.
All right. And you see the mage sitting in a chair.
What?
Hello. Is his spell book still over here where we moved it?
No, he has the spell book in his hand.
Oh. She wanted to look at that. So, I noticed you have a couple of fire elementals in here, and there's a very hot door that leads to who knows where. Um, Care to explain anything about this?
So he sort of watches and sort of looks down the hallway, waiting, and no one else shows up. Sort of cocks his head a little bit. You come alone?
I
What?
mean, I did take you down almost single-handedly, so I think I'm the one you should be most afraid of.
You've already defeated me once. Was that not enough for you? What do you need to
No.
build your ego, little one? Compensating, perhaps?
She laughs at that. That's funny. Um, no, I've just been having a little bit of passing fancy for a bit more of the arcane than I currently have an affinity to. Uh, I was hoping to take a look at your spellbook, but it's currently being used as she stares at his spellbook that's just in his hand. But as my party might feel bad for breaking into your house and murdering all of your guards, which I do as well. However, I don't trust you. So I would like a little bit more information out of you before we leave, because if you are doing these things, we gotta stop you.
What is to prevent you from simply killing me? Why should I trust you?
Hmm. Well, I'm not sure if it'll make you trust me, but I know exactly what it feels like to have people come into your home and rob you of everything in an instant. And so I would like to avoid doing that to anyone else. Unless, of course, they deserve it.
So he thinks for a moment. Well, I will answer your questions, and then I ask to be left in peace. This was a remote place for me to study. There is access to the plane of fire nearby, and it allows me to work with my magic. But this room and the entry room where my shield guardian was are the only areas that I frequent. The rest of these lower rooms are taken by some sort of cult. They go about their business and leave me alone, and I do the same for them.
No plans on alerting maybe one of the larger cities nearby, like Nashkel, of a cult in the vicinity, so they can prepare to counter them?
This world has hundreds of religions and worshiping different organizations and people that are involved. It's not my place to worry about who's worshiping who or what the various goals are. As long as they don't bother me, I don't bother them.
Kithri shrugs. Oh, I can respect that. She takes a deep breath and like sighs, and she kind of thinks to herself, "All right, I think I'm okay with this." And she'll go back up here, hang the dude's painting back on the wall, and then she'll leave. She's satisfied with what he said.
I forgot you just stole the painting.
Yeah.
And as you go to leave, he says, kindly lock the door behind you.
She kind of mumbles to herself, not like it's not me the first time. But she'll do it.
All right, and you do still have the if you still have it in your inventory, please delete it.
Okay.
Closed. Shift knock.
What was it called? Is it just called a painting?
It was like art or painting or something like that. Yeah. If you can't
Okay.
find it, let me know.
All right.
All right. So about 5
All
minutes,
right.
10 minutes later, Piper and Kithri come walking back in.
So we gonna open the door?
Probably not a good idea. It's access to the fire plane.
Yeah, that sounds very hot.
Mm-hmm. So where did we get this key from again? We should probably put it back.
Like the
I
room,
got it
hidden
from
room.
the secret room down there.
Okay. I mean, we could just take it with us, but that'd be a pain for the guy that's using it for his
Keep
research.
them from getting in.
Yeah, she doesn't have
Not
the key.
too
Whatever
sure
you
that
got.
Tusk would be happy about leaving that room alone, though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
I told him it's just a portal to the fire
what
plane.
little I know about the fire plane is that you'd probably die if you like open that door. Get burned
Seem
to
that
a
our
crisp.
weird friend that we've so rudely broken into their house and murdered all their guards has some sort of affinity to fire magic, so he can do his research here without perishing.
So real quick, I want to do a quick clerical thing. So we mentioned this the other day, and I don't think about it because on my screen I don't see it. On the stream now, you can see that Kithri actually just covered up a little bit. Um, yeah, the tokens on the map for Genesis and Kithri are not the same that I have.
What? That's
Um,
weird.
so the ones, so Mantha, does the one on your fantasy ground, does it match the one on the stream right now? Are you watching the stream?
Yeah, I'm on the stream. I actually just commented in chat. Um, the one for my character, it matches the one that's at the bottom of the screen. It does not match the one that's on the map on on your view.
Okay. And what about you, Ashley? Does yours match the one that's on the map or the one below it?
Mine matches the one on the map, and we also have a different picture for Kid 3 as well.
Huh.
Okay, so I don't know what's doing that, but I think it has to do with the fact that the portraits can be chosen by the players. So real quick, let's start with the two of you. If you open up your character sheets and then double click on the portrait, which is the one on the right, not the one on the left, you should have some things open up. And
It's the one on the left, not the right.
the one on the left is your token. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm
The one on the right opens the map.
Yes, I'm being dyslexic. So you're correct. This side, the one on your left so the one that doesn't open the map. Click that one. See if it allows you to change. Pick your portrait and see
I
what you
think it
have
would,
access to.
but I don't have access to anything. I'd have to
Uh,
like.
Okay.
I could like
Oh, I've
drag stuff into
S-
there.
got
So what I
some,
can
but
so there should be a way. I won't worry about it tonight, But if you want, I'll go ahead and drag, since I now have these images, because I had to put them in here for the stream. I'll put them in Discord, and if you can, if you want me to, I can also walk you through where your folder is for Fantasy Grounds. You can then drag that image into your Fantasy Grounds, so then you'll have access to that image. You can also add any of your own. So for next week, it'll be fixed for you guys. Correct, you should be good, right?
Yeah, I'm good.
So I don't know why, for example, correct works where the two of you don't. I know Nick put his own in there, um, even though it's the same one I have. It's just missized, and it annoys me, but I leave it because he put it on there.
Mhm.
So I'll go ahead and put those on there here when we take our quick little break, and you'll have access to them. All right, so sorry for the thing. It just weirded me out again when I saw the player view was different than the DM's view. All right, so let's get back. There we go. All right, so yes, did Kithri, was your question answered? It was down below. I did take you off the map. I mean, turn off line of sight and turn it back on, so all the places you were before are hidden again. But
Dang it.
it was down here. So it was in that little room.
Mhm.
We
She
did
doesn't
a
have the
brisk
key,
walk about the
so
place because we forgot what it looked like.
I mean, Kithri's map is more filled out than anyone else's because she went and visited the wizard. But she'll probably also say, also a cult lives here. The cult doesn't bother the wizard doesn't bother the cult, so um, might be something to keep in mind if we're ever bored. But I'm
What?
okay with continuing our way down.
So they're both sitting down. Genesis,
Mm.
you heard an ocarina being played as you came in. Did you guys want to take a short rest?
I mean, I think we're we're at the point that we're heading out, right? I think Jen would feel a little bit better about getting back out to their camp and being with the horses and stuff. Or sorry, horse, right? I think I'm the only one with an actual horse.
Yep.
At this
The
point,
only
yes.
one who has a lame normal
To
horse.
the mounts.
All right, so you guys didn't want to look down through these other rooms, and you didn't want to open the iron doors.
Uh, I
Oh
took a
wait, there's
peek
other
down there.
rooms.
It's probably where the
Yeah.
cult is.
Yeah, I told you guys there's cultists that live here too.
I'm not feeling too good right now. I don't really want to get into another fight.
So real quick, Genesis, I'll move you around.
Ooh. Click on you, we're on the map. Whee!
So that's everywhere you've seen. This area to the south
Okay.
here, you guys haven't seen. Correct? I'm going to do the same thing.
Okay. Well, I guess since everybody kind of seems damaged, not up for a fight, we could mark this on our map, and I guess if Tusk needs to blow off some steam at some point, we can come back and help out with that cult problem, huh?
No, how has it been a problem yet? Like, are they kidnapping
Could be a
people,
problem.
killing people, or
You could
anything, or are
ask
they just
around,
I
chilling?
think they're
alright?
bothering the wizard, right?
No,
Not
Kithri said
really.
that they don't bother each other.
we can wait for it to become a problem then.
All right. So what
If
is
we
your
don't, then
ultimate
we're just
decision
murdering
then, guys?
people. We're leaving.
Yeah, let's just leave.
All right. So you guys head back out
Yep.
and get back to the camp. That's not what I wanted. Entrance, looking for Civis. That's not it. Sorry, folks. They were all ready to go for this.
I'm
So give me
figuring
just
at
a
some
second.
point, when Kithri and Jen pass by each other, Piper heads over on her shoulder.
Let me see voices. All right, just gotta find where I want to deal with my story. All right, give me just a second, guys. I'm looking for my story. So when you get back to your horses, is that when you're gonna take your rest?
Yeah.
Didn't we just wake up? We can
Yeah.
take a short rest.
Yes, please, can we
Everyone
take a
just
short
woke up.
rest?
All right, so is anybody keeping watch?
Kithri probably is with Athena.
Yeah, we should definitely be taking watch.
Oh, probably. But
Kithri's not really
if
hurt.
somebody else is keeping watch, Jen's gonna like work on like music stuff.
All right, so I have this already. Kithri and Tusko there. Okay. All right, so sorry guys, it took me a while to find this stupid map. Boom. All right, so you can go ahead and move yourself wherever you would want to be. Tusk is not here, but because I'm sharing the player map on the stream, this is what happens if I don't have a player on the map. It's all black because of line of sight. So I normally make a new, like a pretend character
Ghost.
who just sort of floats around so everybody can see. But since Tusk is here, I'm just using him. But he's not actually here. So if we use the way I do missing characters is just sort
Okay,
of
guys.
hand wave
Is
it.
it bad though? I forgot where we were going.
Uh,
So I just hand wave it.
Is it bad that I also
They just
forgot?
don't get experience while
Oh
you're not here.
no.
It's been a few weeks.
All right, so let me show you guys the map.
I remember we had a destination. Don't remember where it was, but we had one.
So you were the P. You guys had talked about making your next destination, going back to Nashkel, and either going back into the city or straight into the mountains below Nashkel to find this tower. Plus, Tusk and Genesis have both had disturbing dreams about Jasper Moon. So there was some discussion about stopping and heading, going through Jasper Moon to get to Nashkel.
Yeah, okay. I think we should go to Jasper Moon.
Yeah, I mean, I remember having a conversation with, gosh, I think his name was Raykin, um, a while back in Nashkel. Like, in real life, that was ages ago, but it would be a good idea to check out what happened at Jasper Moon.
I don't have any of my notes anymore. I'm so sad.
So a quick aside, Ashley, since you mentioned that since we brought everything over since I brought the campaign over to Unity, nothing really transfers.
hmm
I have to like save the characters, for example, and then import them back in. And that's pretty much the only thing. Everything else I have to copy and paste or rebuild. Like the NPCs, I rebuilt them as fresh NPCs. Athena and your pets and mounts and stuff. But I don't mind doing that for your notes if that's something that you actively use. So I hadn't worried about it until somebody wants to say anything. So is that what something you would like me to do is bring over your notes?
If it just after the session, maybe you can open up the old campaign. I can push them over myself, except for maybe the pictures, but that's fine.
And it's
Okay.
the same situation here.
The pictures again, I can do that. I don't mind doing that. And actually, let me see. Did I even start? So as you know, I kept a. Oh, I don't. I didn't even bring over mine. All right. So yeah, it looks like Ashley's the only one that has notes right now.
I've been making
So
more notes.
all right. So yeah, I'm gonna. That reminds me, I also need to bring over mine. I have my proper nouns notes for you guys, so I'll need to bring that over, so you'll have access to that as well. So with all the talk last week about continuing, it's one of the reasons why I hadn't. I've got the next thing planned, but um, I thought for sure you guys were going to finish the rest of that dungeon. Let me push you a short rest.
Nick
Short
did
rest, there
tell
we go.
me that, or no, he told his girlfriend who told me that he's very disappointed he doesn't get to see what's in the rest of the uh, dungeon slash behind the hot door. So, it's something for him to look forward to when he gets back from his trip.
All right, so it is early morning. Let me make sure I have my calendar updated correctly. I do not. Okay. I've just been failing at life as a DM. Let's see.
I mean,
You're
I did
doing pretty
have
damn
the end
good.
once, or maybe it was twice, but Logan can tell you that that didn't end up very well.
All right, so you guys actually had just finished your 8-hour rest, and were just getting up to go. So that normally happens at 7.
Oh yeah.
So I'd say
I
you've been
need
down
to
there for
roll
about an
hit point.
hour. Control. And Genesis, are you doing your Song of Rest?
Oh, you know it. Yeah, I think roleplay wise,
So
a
they're
while
there.
back, she found
20
a
minutes.
sliver of a beautiful
I'm gonna say
melody,
9.
and she's been kind of working on trying to, I guess, like finish it, like continue it. So that's probably roleplay wise what she's working on.
Okay.
And yes, that does mean that she's doing Song of Rest.
All right. I normally have you guys are just not here, but if you would remind me and help me remember, um, I will allow Tusk to roll hit dice if you guys don't take a long rest before next week.
So I get that 5 for every hit dice or just once?
Nope, just once.
I forgot how to do that.
You can go ahead and grab the die from chat and drag it
I
over
got it.
to where your character is on the map.
Thank you.
At least that's how I do it.
I'm not healing anything because you healed me up, but I'm all better now.
And does that go up at all? Or was that always 1d6? The Song of Rest.
That's a good question. I haven't looked into that. Um,
That's
let's
good.
see when you reach certain levels in this class. So, it turns into a 1d8 at 9th level, but that's 9th level
Wow. Okay.
Bard, which I'm probably not gonna hit. So, yeah. It's just gonna be a 1d6, guys. It's just that little extra boost.
Nice.
All right. So just a reminder, I do have the calendar. Especially in the old campaign, it was very up to date and went back quite a ways. That's another task I need to do is update, bringing the stuff over from the calendar. But everything that we've done in Unity should be there. If there's anything in the calendars that you want to add as players, you can't, but I'll be glad to do so. So just ask, hey, put in here that, you know, K3 saw a bird, and I'll add it in there.
Well, I
With our
will
luck, that
throw
bird
this out
really.
there. If you're actually, never mind. This is all the stuff I was in the Discord. But if you look at Jen's character sheet and the log, I kind of took everything from the Discord up to a certain point and just kind of put it in there. So.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm not real familiar with the log tab. I don't use it myself, so I'm not really sure how that works, but cool. I'm glad that you figured it out and are using it.
Yeah, it's weird, but it helps me kind of check up on things every once in a while. So.
All right, so you guys head back toward Jasper Moon. Genesis, I presume, of the three of you, you're the one who's going to be leading. So go ahead and let me push you a roll. So again, I just make sure you, with
Genesis
this
is the only
thing,
one who knows
click
how
it.
to navigate through nature right now.
Survival. K3 knows a little bit. You did
Catherine
some
can
training.
try to help. Catherine can try to help, but it won't do much.
So you can click advantage, which I just did because she was helping. Survival.
That's sweet. Oh my gosh.
I just muted
Oh,
the.
so glad I'm good at this.
All right, and so this is not as bad. This area is not as bad as the grasslands in the sense that the grasslands is just pure grass, pretty much once you get into it, as far as the eye can see. Whereas here, it is mostly grass, but there are hillocks, there's rises and lowers, and there's little patches of trees, sometimes even little copse of trees. So it's not as bad as and boring as it is riding through the green fields. But you get to lunchtime, 2 or 3 hours pass uneventfully.
Yuzuri says she misses Cromo's cooking. Because if Cromno's not cooking, then she's gonna have to help.
I do specifically remember in some past cities picking up spices so that we can, like, not just eat dirt.
Yay.
Dirt. That's your only option if you don't have spices to eat dirt.
Well, like, it would taste like dirt. I don't know.
Okay, so you then continue on. Are you traveling at, again, your 3 options are slow speed, where you're able to search for traps and move carefully and somewhat stealthily if you ever wanted to. Normal speed, or a fast speed where you have disadvantage at perception checks, but you make more time.
I say normal.
I was thinking. Normal feels
mean,
average, though. We don't get benefits or anything.
yeah.
You have the
we
benefit of
don't
not
get a
having disadvantage.
But
I guess.
even though, like, Nick is not playing, does Tusk's horn still work? Like, is he still, like, technically with us? Because that changes my decision.
No, he is not with you at all. So no, his acts of warning does not work.
Okay. In that case, I think we should do normal speed.
Dragon friend. Riding on a dragon friend.
All right, so you guys travel throughout the rest of the afternoon, and you are successful. You hit the edge of the green fields, and it is pretty much a marked difference. The type of grass, Kithri now knows, is a different type of grass and different type of, I don't know what they're called, but weed, I guess. And so it is a relatively marked difference as you go between the two. So you're just pretty much going to be walking along the outskirts of the green fields until you get closer to Jasper Moon, similar to the same way you got up here. Is there anything you guys wanted to do or talk about as you're traveling down in that afternoon?
She tells Crack to tell her more about his life story, but in Draconic. Because she's trying to learn it.
If you're doing that, Jen casts comprehend languages on herself so she can understand.
All right.
Why?
Are you asking anything in particular?
You know, she literally just said, tell me your life story, but say it in Draconic. Because she doesn't really care about his life story. She wants to learn Draconic.
All right. And is there
Why?
anything
Well, Jen cares about your life story.
is there anything of interest? A little story or a scenario you want to play out? Tell us about, Crick. Damn it.
I mean, his life wasn't like super interesting. he uh, he was like raised by kobolds near Baldur's Gate who like dug tunnels for like castles and like fortresses and stuff. And then he basically left them when he was fairly young, like I think it was like 12 or 11, and then he went to Baldur's Gate and went to like I a wizard
Are you serious right now?
school basically for like 6 years. Then he learned that he was a sorcerer and not didn't have to be a wizard, and so basically finished up there and then has been kind of wandering around for getting stuff for one of his friends in Baldur's Gate who runs a shop, just getting supplies they might need every so often, and just that's about it.
All right. And so as you guys are riding along, um, Genesis, since you have the easy one, um, tell us a little bit about Steelfoot and your relationship with Steelfoot and Piper and how you guys interact.
Um, you know, I like this is me, Mantha. I can't remember a time that I didn't have Steelfoot. I'm sure that I acquired him at some point early in the campaign, but Steelfoot has been with us since like basically the beginning. Like, um, he's got he's got a bit of sass. I remember she always keeps like some apples and carrots in her backpack just just to, spoil him a little bit. Um, but I mean, he's just kind of been a constant companion, kind of just always a member of the group, I guess. And it does help that she's like very in tune with like nature and animals and stuff, and casually, just every once in a while, kind of just um, ritual casts speak with animals and just kind of talks.
Okay. And what is he?
Uh, he he's a horse. That's such a it's such a basic description, but he's a horse. Brown with a darker brown mane, like very average. But she loves him.
All right. And
That's all that's important.
so where does Piper, what is he doing while you guys are traveling?
Uh, Honestly, I think for the most part, Piper loves shoulders. He loves just like curling around somebody's neck. Um, and most of the time he's on Jen's neck, but he also likes just kind of heading over to other members of the party, particularly Kid 3, and just kind of providing them company, maybe warming up their necks a bit. Um, yeah.
All right. And
That's what I've got.
Crick, tell us about your mount. What is it and what does it look like?
I forgot exactly what it's called, but it's basically a very large lizard. And I don't know how else to describe it.
What color
It's
is he?
like
What's
a
his name?
brownish, like red, I guess. And I am so bad with names.
Do your best.
So it looks sort of like a gecko, a small We had geckos in the south whenever I used to live down in Texas. They also look like chameleons. They're just long, very long, thin. Um, it's called a Narav lizard, and
So cute.
they are. It has a somewhat prehensile tail in that it uses its tails and wraps around things it's trying to eat or attack, and can bite them. It can also um, not disengage, but pretty much what's the word I'm looking for? It can detach its tail from its
Grapple.
body as an action. So it can wrap around somebody, detach its tail, and run away while the person is grappled up in its tail, and it will grow back. And Cricket got it when he was a young dragonling, and they sort of grew up together. And he's had it, been with him for a long time. All right, so that leads us to Kithri and Artemis.
Oh.
Okay, so Kithri very recently met Artemis. Artemis is a kobold riding Drake. She is a very dark gray color, and Kithri is already pretty attached to her. She's working on learning Draconic so she can talk to her. But work in progress. It takes a while to learn a language. Um, so yeah, that's her and Artemis. I already talked about Athena, so I don't have to do that. Generally, while we're traveling, Athena will fly up about 60 feet ahead, kind of get a view of the area, and every once in a while circle back around and check behind them, see what's going on. Just trying to keep an eye on everything. Kithri will periodically look through her senses so she can see for herself what's going on.
All right, so as you guys make camp, is there anything special you want to do that evening? So, let's see, it is 1900.
Other than just generally picking up little rocks that Kithri thinks she can use for her sling, just so I can get back up to 20 ammunition. Kithri's not doing too much. She'll put down the. It was an accident. I don't think you guys saw that though. The spike of rest, so they can uh, put it over the fire and it hopefully draws less attention.
All right, and explain what the spike of rest is.
So while we were traveling, we came across this iron spike of rest. Open it up so I don't misspeak. When driven into the ground, it creates a 15-foot cube of illusionary terrain that matches the area, and the illusion stays until the spike is removed. So basically, Kithri puts it around their fire so they're less easily spotted from a distance. And with all their mounts and everything, it's a little bit hard to fit everyone into a 15-foot cube, so they don't really worry about trying to make everyone fit in there. It's just for the fire, it helps reduce their visibility. And they can still have a nice warm fire.
Awesome. All right, anybody else going to do anything that night? And how are you going to do? Let's take a look at the order on the party sheet. So I have Genesis, Kithri, and Krek. Are you just going to divide it up into like 2.5 hour increments ish?
I mean, if that's
Sounds
what
good.
it takes. Jen's happy to take the first watch.
You could rotate every 15 minutes if you want.
I think
That sounds like a
nobody
bad
would
idea.
get very much rest that way.
My question is, can Athena wake up Kid 3 if she sees something?
I mean, probably.
Yes, she could.
Okay, cool.
She
Just
wakes you up immediately because she sees Jen moving around to take the first watch.
okay. Just I'll probably have Athena keeping an eye out the whole night. Um, does she need to sleep? I don't know how magical creatures work.
Yes, she does need rest. Beast.
Then she doesn't have to wait up all night. She'll probably be awake with Kid 3. So if Kid 3 nods off or if Kid 3 misses something, we all die. But yeah, and she can go do the second watch because she's uh pretty used to sleeping where she can. So
Alrighty.
I will
So,
say, oh,
sorry,
sorry.
go ahead.
I will say, before we all go to bed, Jen wanted to basically finish up. She's been working on turning two halves of a broken bow into two like very fancy whistles. And I've kind of been writing down stuff that she's been doing like over the course of a while, and I think it's about time for her to finish that up. So before they head to bed, I think she wanted to finish that. And I think before she really works on things anymore, she uses enhance ability on herself so that she does even better than she normally does.
That lasts for an hour, correct?
I believe so, yeah. I've got quite a few spell slots left, so for however long I need it, I can do it.
Alright, so you guys are camped in a caps of trees. And let me look at the order again. One, three, four. So 1, 2, 3. Alright, I don't have Discord up. What just happened? Let's see. Okay. So 3 in the morning would be the beginning if you're doing 3 hours each. 6 o'clock, 7. So it will be just the end of Kithri's watch.
what's happening?
All right, so go ahead and give me, I don't have, let me add Athena to the, while I'm adding Athena to the combat tracker, go ahead and give me a perception check with advantage. You should be able to click the little modifier down the bottom and click her character sheet, and it should do it at advantage.
Okay.
Shift. Athena.
Oh boy.
And then go ahead and give me, I'm pushing you a roll. Actually, I'm pushing everybody a roll. Disadvantage. It doesn't look like it went through. 1 second.
There it is.
How dare I have a disadvantage on a perception check I was asleep for?
All right, so ignore the. Let's see, is this gonna work? All right, give me just one more moment. The image I'm looking for is not pulling up correctly. All right, so it is almost 7:50. I'll take a quick 5-minute break while I get this map pulled up, and we will be right back. Guys can grab a drink of water, run to the bathroom, and we'll start in 5 minutes. So Wednesday, let's go to plus. Let's go to click. Son of a bitch. This is Let's see. All right, we are back. Let me share the map. You guys can go ahead and put yourselves where you would be. I also need to add Athena on here. Are you going to be using Piper?
Ooh. Sorry, I'm just Oh, okay, sorry.
I was
Everything was
admiring the
like
question marks.
big black. You saw it too. I think Piper's probably just sleeping with Jen.
FX. Time of day.
I always forget that Dad's
What the
monitor is bigger than mine.
heck is happening?
When it comes to my screen, it's huge.
Oh. Alright, sorry, stream. I forgot that I was using the display, not Fantasy Ground itself. Do you guys see this weird black line? You know, it's only half.
Sorry, which black line?
Is there a black, an exposed light square that goes and stops right at the tent? Well, you can see it on the stream here in just a second when I finally move everything
Oh
over.
yeah.
Is that the same way it shows on your maps as well?
Nope.
Yes. Oh,
Might be because I opened it up myself.
but how there's like the area around that box is just like a darker gray. Like
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know what that is. All right,
that's
hold on a second. Let me. I'm gonna fix something else and then I'll reshare it in just a moment. FX, time of day, time. Let's go to darkness.
ooh, it's becoming night time.
All right, so that fixed it. All right, so go ahead and move yourselves around wherever you want to move to. K3, again, you're outside. Wherever you would be. If you don't want to be in a tent, or if you want to be in
Well,
a tent, I set it up for 5 people, so I figured Tusk would sleep in a bedroll, not in a tent. And I didn't know where the other two, but I'm not going to bother removing the other two sleeping apparati. So just move yourselves where you want to be. Here's Athena.
if Kid 3's keeping watch, he's probably up in a
Faction.
tree. This way Athena can give her intel without looking at suspicious. Uh-huh.
Alright, so Genesis, you're not going to be sleeping at all. You're going to try to stay awake.
No, I think this entire time that we've been in this campaign, I've just roleplayed that Jen sleeps like sitting up against something. So she's not gonna be awake, but like she's like sitting up. I don't, yeah.
Alright, and Crack, is that where you want to be? Go ahead and put Athena where you want her to be.
Yeah. Wait, are we not sleeping in a camp?
I can't move her
We are.
again.
Yeah, do you not see the map with the campfire and stuff?
Well, yeah, but like, why is everyone like all over the place?
'Cause we want to be.
Because they're being weird.
I'll just stay here.
To be
All
fair,
right.
I have always had Jen sleep sitting up.
Majority of the time, Kid 3 slept in a tree.
So if you want to point to where you want Athena to be, I'll put him there. I don't
Wait,
think I can have him be have her be a friendly person because of the way the program reads and updates. It pulls from the combat tracker directly the friendly people. So that's why I'm avoiding trying to keep her.
Right in this tree right here. Can you see that? I don't know
I
what I'm
can.
doing. Okay, cool.
but wait, if we're all in bed, who's taking watch?
Kid 3 is. It's second
Kid 3
watch.
is.
Okay.
K3's awake.
She's not.
She's just up in a tree looking and watching
Oh, I thought
in
you meant
this.
the. Okay.
Yeah. She just can't see to the east.
Athena can.
All right. So,
Love this quirky group.
all right. Well, and rightfully so. Athena got the highest rolls. Why is this
Oh
here?
boy.
And you can't see at night, Kithri. So, are you going to be having any kind of light sources set up anywhere? Or are you just going to stay in the darkness?
And she'd likely just stay in the darkness and, like, hope her eyes would adjust because there's the iron spike of rest that's blocking out the light from the campfire. And if you're really focusing, you can at least see movement in the dark. So, I don't know. It doesn't seem like her to light anything up, unfortunately. She'll put her earplugs in, but it won't do too much in the tree. It'll at least keep her awake, though.
All right, so go ahead and turn on the earplugs and tell us what that is.
So, a while back, I can't even remember what they're called. Oh, they're on all.
Bullets.
They're just bluets? Okay. So we fought a couple of bluets who were terrorizing a village. And we managed to get some teeth off of them,
Holy crap.
and we took them to like a magical item person, and they turned them into earplugs of the bullet for us. And what they do is they give you tremor sense 40 feet out. So that's neat. Kither uses them a lot because she's a rogue and she can't see in the dark.
All right, so let's go ahead and, for no reason in particular, let's go ahead and let me push you this. Select all PCs.
Oh,
Yes, for no particular reason.
Oh yeah, no reason at all. Yes.
Did Athena not see anything?
And you said Piper was sleeping with you, but I did not hear the answer to my first question, which was, do you plan on using Piper during a fight?
Probably. Just because we don't have Tusk, I think we're pulling out all the stops here. But he's definitely in his tiny form because it's much easier to cuddle with a very small ferret than a dog.
But it's warmer, bigger.
All right, so you here.
Oh boy. So is that me hearing it? Or
It's Athena talking to you.
okay. So Kid 3
telling you that.
is going to, as quietly as she can, climb down from the tree and make her way over to Genesis so she can wake her up. It's sneaking time.
Alright, so give me a 2d6 plus 6.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
Alright, so
Really good or really bad.
so you're 14 feet up. So it's going to take you 28 feet of movement to get down. So basically, we'll say 30 feet will get you there.
And I have 75 more feet of movement. If I decide to use my action. And it uses double movement since I'm sneaking, right?
If you're trying to hide, yes. Although
Mhm.
there's nothing to hide from here, but you can sort of over to the tent and then sort of sneak over toward Genesis.
Why do I have the Pink Panther theme in my head?
Yes. Okay, but yeah, that's so 30,
I'll
15.
go ahead and lock them while you're moving.
It should be 100 right there. And Kid 3, if she uses all of her actions for movement, she can move up to 105. And so I guess that last 5 feet of movement instead of actually moving can be like, hey Genesis, wake up. Something's a coming from the south. She does not have enough movement
What
here.
a great
All right, and what do
explanation
you
for
want
your
Athena to do?
English.
Athena's probably gonna wait until they get closer to her tree, and as soon as they pass by her tree, she's going to take off suddenly. Like any owl would.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and give me a stealth roll at K3, give me a stealth roll, and
In the tower?
yes, and Genesis, give me Piper's perception roll at disadvantage.
Makes sense. You know what? Not as bad as it could have been.
Right?
Do you want me to roll I guess, just a dex roll to see what Piper's initiative is?
No.
Okay.
Where are our horses set up? Or mounts, I should say. We have one horse.
I was not going to bother with the mounts at this point.
That's fine then.
So unless you guys want to, then I'll go ahead and add them in. But didn't most of them at this point have been the riding. Steelfoot is now veteran enough to where he's not just automatically going to take off. If I do add them into the combat tracker, then they could be attacked, stuff like that. But if you ever do want to mount, jump on your mounts and ride them and things like that, use them in battle, let me know. If you're actively riding and stuff, then I include them. So you guys know, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. This time I wasn't going to.
I was just worried about it, so I wanted to know what they were.
All right, so this thing goes that fast. All right. What? I don't have my options set correctly. Hold on just a second, guys. Never mind. I'm not gonna worry about it. All right, so let me see if there's a picture of this thing.
Sven, for the player's screen, you might want to close out test time to roll and move the map so they can see it better.
Thank you. I was just moving my mouse over to do that because I realized I was going to share the image. So thank you. And so for the stream, I apologize. I'm moving the map so much. It moves quite a bit, and it's not as easy to center like I wanted it to. I think I'm going to do this because I forgot. I just realized now I can do this. Boom. Okay. All right. So there's nothing here to give you any kind of scale. But you see this large form, even Kithri, you can see this thing, this shadow off in the distance as it's sort of moving the way along the ground in a serpentine manner a little bit. But it looks to be, it moves forward and stops a little bit. 10, 20, 30, 40.
Eats Krek. Krek is dead.
So it stops. Come on, my fancy grounds isn't exposing it. 1 second. There we go. Wow. That was harder than it should have been. And sort of rises up a little bit. And its head looks to be about 6 to 8 feet wide. Its body is a good 20 feet long as it sort of raises up a little bit. And you see it sort of looks around and slams back down. Okay, can they see that? They can, okay. All right, so Piper's still asleep, curled up under the blankets, trying to stay warm. All right, so Athena, it moved by your tree. Where did you want him to move?
Done. Oh no, Mantha left. Oh no.
Where did you want Athena to move?
Just kind of take off suddenly to draw the attention of whatever was attacking us. And she'd fly back around to join up with Kithri once she starts attacking.
So you're heading to the south, to the flying over its head. Where are you going?
Probably flying a good deal over its head. Once Athena sees how big this is, it's like she looks at it and she immediately thinks snack, but as she realizes that it's not directly in front of her face and this thing is massive, she's like, oh, it is not snack. I am snack for this. She flies very high.
All right, so our fly speed is 60, so I'm going to say she's going pretty much at an angle. 5, 10, 15, 20,
And she'll use her action to dash
25,
if that's something she can do.
30, 35, 40.
And she'll start to descend on her way back around.
So this thing rises up and snaps at her, but she's able to get out of its way as this thing rises up about 20 feet and tries to snap at her. Alright, so you wouldn't be able to sleep? Well, Genesis, did you mean to have the earplugs in?
I did not mean to have those in. I will take them out. I bet they're
Okay.
from some other.
Alright, so go ahead and... So I'm going to say with... Although she did use up all of her movement and everything else, I'm going to say she was able to go ahead and wake you. So you are prone, but you see Genesis, K3 sitting right there, and you see, watches Athena comes banking around to fly over next to you guys. What would you like to do?
Oh,
You're still asleep. You have no idea
that's
what's going
fine.
on. I am going to
I
push you a
think.
roll, though.
Oh,
Perception. So most of the time, guys, I do like to have the perception be in the tower. All right, so you
I
do
wonder if
see
Jen sees
as you Kithri sort of starting to wake you up, and you're looking around, disoriented as to what's happening. You see this huge form snap up as Athena's comes flying around. So you see this thing over behind the tents, and then it comes back down. Doesn't make a whole lot of noise, but you see this big form with your dark vision. And now it's down,
Ooh,
and you can't see it now, but you saw it go up.
that's fun.
So you are definitely awake now.
It's a big bug.
Um, well, I do wish all the people playing today weren't quite so squishy, but
Might be able
I
to
mean,
make
you're not
someone
super
not
squishy.
squishy.
yeah, I guess Jen's gonna get up, which is probably gonna be a good thing. Um, and then that's gonna take half my movement, so she's just gonna kind of move down this way, see if she can get a better look at the thing. And I think she's like, "Oh, okay, I'm awake. Do I see that? Did I see that Crack was still asleep? Because if he's still asleep, she's sending Piper over to go bounce on him or something to wake him up."
Hop, 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 hop.
All right, so we can look at that when it's Piper's time. I was looking for something. I don't see it here, so never mind. I'm just going to draw it. And no, you wouldn't be able to see Krek because you guys are outside of the rock. So you just see like a big tree and some bushes there.
Oh my gosh, I thought of something hilarious
You're
I could
right.
do. That wouldn't be useless either.
Well,
Boom. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So that is the spike.
oh, that's an Amber Alert.
Oh boy.
All right, so you move over. Like I said, you could see it above this dome of the spike. That's mostly trees and stuff. As it reached up with your 29 perception check. All right, Kithri.
Well, Kid Three's gonna go kick Crack.
And the way I'm doing this is that because none of you cast it, if you're in the spike, you guys know it's fake, but um, it's still sort of like a hologram, sort of like a ghost. So you can see through it. If you concentrate, you can sort of see through it, but it does sort of block your vision somewhat. Um, if there was things in it, you could still target them. You'd probably have a -2, but especially at night, with dark vision and things, it does mess up your vision. If you're outside looking in, if you're in looking out, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't affect you at all.
That
Well,
makes
Kid
sense.
Three's got tremor sense right now, so she's not relying a whole ton on what she's seeing anyway. So
Yep.
I'm
And so
kicking
you do hear it, you do feel it as you move over, and you have there's Krek sleeping.
kick him.
Okay. So Krek, you are woken up.
What? What's going on?
So
You wake up with a foot in your gut.
yeah, yeah, yeah. All right,
I'm
you
guessing
doing
this has tremor
moving
sense.
anywhere else? Doing anything else with your bonus action or anything?
So if she's still sneaking, which she is trying to be a little sneaky still, except for kicking Craig. But uh, she's going to actually. Hmm. She's going to kind of stay like crouched down here because the spike should be concealing most of their stuff. So, um, she's gonna see if it starts to move towards where she and Krek are hiding. She'll use she'll ready her action to throw a sling bullet at it. But if it goes in a different direction, then she won't. How about that?
10, 20, 30.
She doesn't have to fight this thing. She won't. It's a very big bug.
So you're readying an action.
Yes, to attack with my Mage Bane. Sorry.
All right. So go ahead and click that.
I have the regular sling, but it'll be the Mage Bane if that's okay.
Well, it still is a sling.
Yeah.
So you want to be particular. 10, 15, actually, no, it would be going this way, 25,
Oh my gosh, Sven.
40.
Sven's trying to kill us.
Oh, that's fun. That's fun.
What could be worse than one giant centipede? I know
Two!
two giant centipedes.
Well, I think I care a little bit less about us being squishy.
30 feet. All right, so Krek, I forget, do you have... You do not have dark vision. Okay. 15, 20. So you still see this dark form moving out. You're not sure exactly what it is, but you see these two forms as they're reasonably close to you. They're so large, you're still able to see them. The campfire is not so bright that it ruins your night vision. You're not sure exactly what they are, but you know that they're there, and you see Kithri next to you. You are prone. What would you like to do?
Stand up
Okay, so it takes half your movement.
and hmm, I guess I could cast light on something. Wanna cast light on something that's like near where I see the big moving thing.
Well,
I
light
believe
Light
is
is a
light
a
is
touch
touch
spell.
touch.
spell,
Oh,
so you
okay.
could throw a rock at it.
Yeah, I guess I could cast light on a rock and then throw it over there.
Catherine like giving you a look like, what the heck are you doing? As she sees you do this.
She just smacks your hand.
Oh no, I just got kicked awake and I see a giant moving thing
I
and I
mean,
can't see it.
she's not gonna stop you, but giving you a look.
All right, so
Hopefully,
is that what
the
you're going
sen-
to do?
yeah, I can't see. Can't do anything if I can't see.
All right, so where are you throwing the rock?
Uh, so which one did I see, or did I see both of them? Like move, I guess.
You see both because they're both moving. This one to the south was raised up and is sort of lowering itself back down, and you saw this other one just go skittering past these bushes as she woke you up.
I guess it would be the one that's to the oh my gosh, I can't speak today. The
Well,
one that's near the top of the map. Yeah.
All right, and where would you like to throw it?
Uh, Probably like around there, right around there.
All right, so
it says,
10,
what? Oh, yeah. It says why I don't like the randomized turns because it didn't
15.
go.
All right, so you say a quick couple words and throw your light, and this thing it hits its tail as it's moving along.
It's like something out of a horror movie. You think something's moving over there, you throw like a glow stick or something, and it hits this massive centipede.
Exactly.
It's just tremors all over again.
Like Craig would like stumble back a little bit because he didn't expect something so big to make like no noise.
Alright, did you want to move?
Yeah, probably gonna move towards Kit 3 more, like in that direction.
Alright, so go ahead and
Hide
move where
behind,
you wanted to move.
Like back here.
hiding behind Hillary.
Alright, and so as you move, um, they both whip their heads in your direction.
Oh.
But we're still underneath the thing.
Exactly, there you're still underneath the thing. But they are very aware of where you are and that there is movement.
Uh, I was startled by a massive scorpion, okay? I think I would move.
Centipede.
Centipede.
Yeah, scorpion, centipede, they're both just very scary bugs, okay? Especially when they're like 10 times, maybe more, the size of you.
Well, he did say their heads were at least 6 feet wide. So,
Nom nom nom.
oops. That is I did not roll good, guys.
Alright, so this thing moves forward. If the tent is there, it crushes it, but apparently you guys weren't using the tents, so that's fine. But this thing moves up and goes to bite you.
Uh,
Uh,
Jeez.
You know what? Can I see it?
You can see its tail and sort of halfway through the thing. Request the roll.
I guess my question is, for roleplay purposes, can I see it attacking Crack? Or nah, I'm not looking for that.
oh boy, that's pretty good insight.
Because like I'd like to insult it to make it not actually hit Crack, but like
You'd have to roll pretty
depending
good.
on like
Alright, so I'll say in this situation, yes, you're able to see it. You've got light shining on the other side of the illusion and stuff. So it's sort of giving you, you have sort of like a half shadow. So yeah, I'd say you'd see this thing attacking Krek. Again, it's rearing up a little bit, sort of snapping at him.
Okay. In that case, Jen is going to use cutting words. And basically, what that does, she uses a bardic inspiration die, and she can subtract whatever she rolls from the enemy's attack. And because I have a kind of a feat that lets me do better with bardic inspiration, I get to roll twice and take the higher amount.
That was a lot of dice, Sven. Sven.
So I can
that
take 4 away from its attack roll. And I
Sven.
think Jen's
I
she's
don't think that would stop it
still
from
half
hitting
asleep,
me.
so that's what she says.
Alright, so you do -4.
I'm pretty sure
Eight
that still
crack.
barely hits.
Well,
-4.
stop being so squishy.
I think I'm down if that's the damage roll.
Attack.
I don't think I am down if that's the damage roll.
Alright, so a 15 is a hit.
Oops. You just got eaten, my dude.
Sven. Okay.
Okay.
What
You
was
take
the
11 damage, and then
8d12?
you have to, but you do feel venom coursing through you.
8d12
Oof.
plus
It
4.
rolled a 2. Bruh. What was the 8d12 for?
You sure do
Scared the
love when
crap
the
out of me.
centipede rolls against its own venom.
Not bad, not bad. 2 2s, a 1. So he does 18 damage to you. The poison coursing through
He's
you.
doing it to himself, Dad. You
I
might want
got
to
hit
have
by
crack
the
roll
11
the
damage,
Constitution
but I
save
didn't
this
take the
time.
poison damage.
That is, you're right. That's
And you
weird. I'm not
rolled
sure
a
what's going on. Give me just a second here.
Constitution and not cracks.
Yeah.
We should definitely roll that again. Mhm.
Crack.
Watch it just
Yay.
hit 5s and 6s.
There we go. All right, so never mind.
Yay.
That's why you don't dump
Yay.
con ever.
Didn't dump
Hey,
con. It's
you
just
know
not
it.
my highest stats.
Con is my second highest stat.
102.
Technically,
Number
it's tied for
4
second
for me.
place for me.
Out of 6.
Yeah, I've got a 20, an 18, and an 18.
What the hell, fuckers? Thanks. All right, give me just a moment, guys.
I accidentally grabbed the light thing.
There we go.
Let it go. No. Know how to let it go.
Oh no. What are you doing?
No, no. Thank you.
It's okay, it's good now.
Okay, I think we're good.
Okay. And now it's Jen's turn, and she saw that that thing went straight for Crack, and I think she's gonna be like, "Oh no, he's squishy," and running inside. And I'm assuming that that tent isn't actually there because we weren't using them, right?
Correct. 9012 plus
Okay,
27.
cool. So I'm gonna go in here, and I'm going to cast. We're gonna do Dissonant Whispers, and then hope it doesn't make it save.
What are you doing, Mr. Sven? What are these rolls? You're scaring me.
It failed. So, it takes 3d6 psychic damage, and, it has to use, sorry. It has to, use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from us. Which means that also, since all of us are next to it, if any of us have weapons out, which I doubt that Jen would at this point, but that would probably provoke an opportunity attack.
Oh, I
So,
never used my ready to action. Now I'm sad.
so it should say, because usually if you, let's see.
I
don't believe it
All right, so it
takes.
doesn't say. So it does do opportunity attacks. However, Kithri, you had your sling out, so you can punch it if you want, or kick it. Um,
Did have my action ready. Did that end? I
no, that
forgot.
hasn't ended. You could have, yeah. So you can go ahead and do that before. You can do that now. Just go ahead and do that. And I'll say you can do it as it moves in, so you won't be at disadvantage.
Okay. I'm sorry, I totally forgot.
So did I.
I started rolling a lot of dice and I got scared.
Yeah. And I think because this is a bard spell, Jen has her flute out right now, so if she were to do an opportunity attack, it would just be trying to punch it, which she's not good at, so she's not gonna try.
Do I have sneak attack on that? Because if it was as it was coming in, it would
You were
probably.
hidden, so yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And go ahead and roll the attack again, just to make sure you didn't get a crit.
Crits would be nice. Ah!
Oh my
Oh,
god!
It would be nice and it worked.
There you go.
Guys, guys, guys.
oh my god.
Yes!
Your turn to roll all the dice.
Now it's my turn.
Alright, so this thing comes in, gets slammed by this rock, and so it just lashes out and chomps into Krek, lifts him up a bit as he bites into him. Genesis moves up and yells at it, and it turns and moves back. Krek, do you have... You can go ahead and make a opportunity attack.
With what? My dagger?
Whatever
That's what you
you
have
would
in your
normally
hand.
have. I would presume you would have something out.
Oh, or can you cantrip as a reaction?
No, I don't think so. You might if you have Warcaster, but I
Right.
don't have
If he's a
Warcaster.
warcaster, he can.
I have a dagger, and that's basically it.
You can do a
Damn
stabby
it.
stab.
Squidge.
Alright, you're gonna give it a chop.
Give it a little poke. You poked it.
See, and if you had the sentinel feet, it would stop it from moving.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
Look at this big damage,
Definitely.
guys.
We want it to be right
So
next to us.
excited. Oh my gosh, he rolled max damage, guys.
Nice. Yeah, there's a
Crit
YouTuber.
damage is kind of low.
There's a YouTuber who uses that exact example. You have a giant, huge creature. You have a huge creature, and your mage stabs it with his dagger, and because he has a sentinel feat, he stops. How ridiculous a sentinel feat is. All right, so that's Genesis. All right, Piper, you gonna go wake up Krek?
You know what? That's the last thing Jen thought to him, so yeah, I think he's gonna be like, okay, I think Crack was in there, and gonna go and try to wake him up.
He isn't blind.
Yeah, but
So as soon as he gets into the illusion, he sees what's
thing is
going on, and would stop. Are you gonna have him charge and attack the other centipede?
He is actually not gonna do that.
He does have a bite attack.
Yeah, I think he's like actually not gonna do that. You know, he might die immediately, but I think she's gonna have him go and kind of try to distract the other centipede because like yeah, and basically I think do the help action for Kithri because she's the closest. So basically, kind of runs around, kind of trying to distract the bigger centipede to, or the
All
closer
right.
centipede,
Do you have the
so
help
that
action?
maybe I do not have the help action. So Kithri, just do it on yourself.
I mean, I believe mine lasts 2 rounds anyway because of this this specifically.
All right. So it is now you, Kithri. What would you like to do?
Okay, I gotta check if. Sorry, one second. I gotta check. Yeah, I'm still targeting the other centipede. Let's not give him the help action.
That would be preferable.
Sorry. Alrighty, so. Kithri, seeing how well everything worked out last time, she's just gonna go ahead and try to stab the other centipede. Because, you know what? Why not?
She just comes up and one-shots it.
No, she doesn't. Her crit rolled kind of sad damage, but
Did
I
43 damage is sad damage?
look
What
at
do you
the
mean?
Did you see how many ones there were?
There were only a couple
There
of ones.
are 2 ones. I don't know what you're talking
A lot
about.
of
And there were
twos.
5 twos.
So there's 2 6s and 2 5s.
That's just because there are a lot of dice.
Not sad damage.
All right,
Kinda
so you move
sad.
up.
Having a hard time targeting it. And as he moves up, I got it. I just used the combat tracker.
There you go.
Gonna pull out her ice pick and try to stab it. Wow. Wow. Why can't I roll this good when I'm not being helped?
So go ahead and tell us a little bit about Ice Pick.
Ice pick is a sword that I rescued from some old dwarven freezer. They were using it as a cooling device to keep their wine cold, which, I mean, is a mood, but it's hers now. It's a rapier that does cold damage. And yeah, it's pretty neat. Kitri's been using it for a while. Okay. Um I get sneak attack because I was being helped, right?
Correct, you had advantage. Plus,
Hooray.
the rat counts as a friendly person next to you.
Oh,
Rat.
Jared.
Oh, I could do that.
And you do see that it's tracking you
Mhm.
as you even before you got into the light.
See, look at this, Logan, and compare it to a crit. I rolled a lot more dice when I critted.
6.
Okay.
You just rolled really
Um,
good damage for this one. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I didn't. I rolled 2 1s. It's the same as
And 2 6s.
I rolled 2 6s for the crit too.
Are we just gonna argue about
Yes.
every dice
Uh,
roll for Kithers damage?
All right, so you move up, you stab him with Ice Pick. Do anything else with your action?
Running away.
Are you disengaging with your bonus action?
Nope, I have mobile still. I can maybe throw it in the chat. Right. Nope, I can't throw it in the chat.
All right, so you move 15. What else are you doing?
That's it. I was gonna move back here, running away.
Run away, run away, run away.
I don't want to get numbed by it. Oh, ouchie.
All right, so that's 30 feet. Are you doing anything else for your bonus action?
I will. I will attempt to hide from it, even though I know it probably has tremor sense because it's a bug. It's a bug, guys. It lives underground. It probably has tremor sense. But I can try. I don't know what I just did. It's okay.
You rolled a stealth roll.
I accidentally grabbed and dragged my name. I don't know where it went or what happened to it. I hope
It
it
worked.
didn't do anything.
All right, so cresting the tree that Kithri was in,
Oh no.
this monstrous leg pops up, followed by another one, and the second one, and then this creature comes and sort of jumps down and
Sven, are you trying to kill us?
attacks the centipede.
Oh,
Oh,
I mean, that
goodness.
makes sense.
why are there so many massive bugs here? I don't like this place.
Yeah, no, it's not very fun.
And actually,
Funny.
from atop the tree, it's going to um, shoot a web at it first.
Hey, kid, you want to get back into the illusion?
Oops,
I
I ignore that. At my was using the mouse button and it moved. What the hell is this? This is what?
technically, I'm still hiding from it because I'm behind the
Monster
illusion.
Centipede 3. This is Monster Centipede 13. There it is. Okay. Alright, so now let's see if this thing. So this thing is restrained. And then it moves down next to it. Hi, Athena.
Hmm. So Athena is probably going to use her help action on the spider. She's going to be trying to distract the centipede so the spider can eat it easily. Because we can if the spider and the other centipede start fighting, then we can deal with whichever one wins pretty easily.
So, Svengal 2 is in the chat and she says, be careful. Centipede might be Twitch's relative, so be nice. Twitch is a character she plays in Starfinder. That's a giant, like an earwig, 7 foot long earwig creature.
Oh no. I'm sorry, but their relative might die today. Might get eaten by a spider.
All right. So this thing is actually going to whip around, and you see it rips through the webs.
Here I am sitting and hoping that takes a full action so he doesn't kill my owl.
I mean, technically speaking, the spider is a bigger threat.
And it
Yeah.
bites into the spider. All right, Krek.
Okay.
Another one might come back, so don't forget it exists.
Yeah, I was thinking. Did I see where it ran, like to? Like in just the general direction.
Yes, you have a vague idea of where it went,
Okay,
but
I'm
again,
gonna
you can't
lightning
see it
bolt
though.
in that direction.
She says she can't stay though, so good luck with the giant bugs.
Okay.
I'm just gonna lightning bolt to where I'm pretty sure it is. I do not like these bugs.
All right,
Ew.
so roll at disadvantage.
The lightning bolt is a saving throw if it's in it.
Actually, go ahead and share lightning bolt.
Just a 100-foot line.
All right, so it's 5 feet wide. You do not have to see it. So I'm going to say there's an 80% chance you'll hit it, since you saw where this thing went, and because it was afraid, it was pretty much going in a straight line. So go ahead and give me a percentile. You want under 81.
Are
No!
you kidding me?
Oh.
Uh,
I swear.
So as this lightning bolt comes blasting out, it lights up the forest as it goes, just narrowly missing this thing. So you now have a better idea of where it is, but it did miss. Go ahead and
I
don't forget
marked
to
the
mark
spell
off.
slot.
Yep.
Yeah. Feels sad.
All right. So Athena, you're already helping the spider. You can help somebody else if you want.
would it help both?
Yes, it's because the spider hasn't moved, so it's still helped.
Okay. I don't
Then
think I
you
ever
help
put
the
the help action
centipede
on the
attack the
spider.
spider.
I think.
Yeah, you never put it on him.
Yeah, I'm working on that right now. Um. Oi, oi, oi. I'm debating here because once the spider has his little centipede snack, I'm not sure if he's gonna help us with the other centipede or not. Or if he'd just
I think he'll
immediately
just
start
leave.
trying to eat
That's what
us.
I'm hoping. Is he'll just leave after he gets his snack.
I mean, then we'd only have to. Yep.
I'm not too fond of spiders.
Well, you know what? These centipedes are gross. I mean, Kithri's not too bad about spiders, at least anymore, because she had to ride on Luthien while she was a spider. So,
Oh yeah.
All right.
And
So what are you
Cromwell
doing?
made
What's
a
Athena
spider
doing?
harness.
Athena will give Kithri the help action to attack the centipede as well. Alrighty, so
All right. So Kithra, you're up. Don't forget
one
to
sec.
add. You can just click advantage. You have.
Alright. No, not Piper.
Please not Piper.
So Kithri's gonna stab it. Stab it. I already have it selected. I think I selected it anyway.
Yes, you do.
Stabby. Doink. See, this is a good roll. Then I'm gonna run away again. Can't run as far. I guess I could use my bonus action to go and get next to Genesis and not step outside of the thing this time. Okay, that should be my turn.
is... My dude, he is wiggling.
Back.
He's coming closer.
It's okay, I'll focus on him now.
It's okay, we can all focus on him now.
Yeah, Spider gets
Can
his...
I not be the meat shield?
I'm also close.
It didn't like my little magic trick.
Nope. 'Twas offended.
I actually didn't get hit.
Wow, congratulations.
Oh wait, no, that's the other centipede. Wait, why is 13 biting me when it's next to the spider?
I think he's just
I think that's just
accidentally moved the wrong one.
I mean, I doubt their character sheets are very different.
Nope.
Alright, is Piper going to do anything?
Okay, Piper.
I think at this point, Piper kind of just like, if he had pants, he would have soiled them. And just kind of runs back to climb back up on Jen's shoulder. He's kind of tapping out of this fight.
Alright, Genesis.
And you know, I'm trying to decide. Okay, I'm gonna take a risk. So Jen is going to go ahead and target the centipede that just moved inside the illusion, and she's going to go ahead and do guiding bolt on it. And let's see,
So is that a save or an attack?
it is an attack, but um, you know what? I've got a lot of 4th level spells. We're gonna cast it at 4th level. I'm
Boy.
pretty sure that adds quite a few d6s.
So you're casting at disadvantage because this thing is biting at you as you're casting?
Okay. Well, I was going to use the clockwork amulet. And basically
Okay,
that foregoes rolling the d20 to get a 10 on the die.
it does.
So that's a 19 to hit it. Does that hit? I hope that hits.
It does.
Yay! And in that case, I did that out. Let me throw guiding bolt into the chat. And I am doing it at 4th level.
So again,
So,
left click, hold it, and then right click until you get
whew,
3 more extra d6s. Oh no, you're
okay.
doing it at 4th level, so 2 more. No, okay, I'm sorry, I
Uh,
misread it. I was right.
1d6
It's
for
3.
each slot
It's
leveled
3
at
spell.
first.
3. So you should have a total of 7.
Hey. Okay.
Nice.
Job. We didn't need that advantage attack. Wait, is that the wrong one?
Hmm?
Is that the wrong one? I
Yeah,
think
you
it's
did the wrong one.
Oh, shoot.
Hold on. Exceeded the hit
I
points by
thought I had this
15, so
one.
he
I did.
has
Oops.
13 hit points.
We're
Hit
all getting
points
mixed
is
up.
13.
It's 13 and 3.
There we go. Alright, so go ahead and add the effect to number 3.
And hopefully, if number 3 is still alive, it's like a little beacon to the spider saying, hey, Eat me.
Mm.
All right, so Crick, this one now is glowing next to you, so you can finally see it. Besides the fact that it's
Lot more
all up in
legs
your
than we
face,
expected.
and you've got the campfire there as well.
Wait, so it's not dead? Oh
Nope.
wait, no, that's the other one.
No, it's
Okay.
not dead.
Sorry, I'm getting them mixed up. 13 and 3 look pretty similar.
Yeah.
I'm just blind. Hmm. Now that it's all up in my face, do I move first or do I cast a spell first? Screw it, I'll
They
just
do.
cast lightning bolt again at it.
All right, so it
Ooh.
failed. Roll your damage.
His lightning bolt was a bit overkill, don't you think?
Okay, when there's a like the biggest scorpion you've ever why do I keep saying scorpion? Centipede right in your face. Nothing is overkill.
I guess that's true. It's trying to bite you too. It's going down with his little mandibles.
It ate a bolt of lightning. That's what it did.
So basically, we gave this spider a buffet and then put like a neon flashing sign on it. It was glowing one way and now it was glowing another way.
Now it's glowing because it's shot full of plasma. Yay!
Its insides are just turning to goo.
Delicious. Perfect for spider consumption.
The spider goes.
Mhm.
All right, are you moving or anything else?
Uh, I'm just gonna like sit down, like in kind of a daze, like that's a dream. This is all a dream, right?
All right, so as you say that, um, speed is 35, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh my gosh. Just eat the centipede.
Another one.
Just take the centipede and leave.
I even cooked it a little. Just take it.
Pre-gooified for
Poison spray
swarming.
you.
Ah,
Rude.
It's not
but
interested in taking the food.
oh,
All right,
Rude.
so
You know
as
what?
you sit, this web goes flying over your head, and but it wraps around Genesis.
Oh man. We left
What's
you a
wrong with this
dinner.
place?
We left you dinner.
he refused.
Oh, interesting. It has the put the creatures back in the combat tracker.
So
Interesting.
much for a long rest, guys.
Mm-hmm. Big bugs live here. Big bugs.
I like big bugs, and I cannot lie.
I don't.
Okay,
Alright, so
I
this thing is
wasn't
going to
gonna do
attack.
this, but now I am.
Don't do
Hopefully
that.
the centipede in front of it.
Oh, rip centipede.
Yeah, good riddance.
Right. Did he roll
Sorry, I
not
was just
20s?
I was just
Yeah.
measuring something.
He got a double crit.
Oh,
It wasn't on us.
yeah, maybe, yeah. But now we have to deal with the spiders because they don't want to just take the centipedes and leave.
Alright, so you see this one start wrapping up the centipede in a web.
So low.
And Athena, the spider next to him, her. You said him at one point. I presume that's a mistake, right? Athena's a she.
Yeah, Athena is a she. I'm sorry if I said
Okay.
him.
I was just making sure. I don't know why it changed his hit points either. It should be 13. Here we go. Anyway, so the centipede next to her is getting wrapped up in webs. Are you still going to harass the spider?
She's gonna come down and harass this one for me. I can't move her token. Thank you.
All right, and who is she helping?
Me again. Cause I do big damage when I hit. Sorry, guys.
All right, so it moves up and goes to bite Genesis.
No.
Rude. Good thing it bit itself then. It gets confused and just kind of takes a chunk out of its own leg.
Hurt itself in its confusion.
Yeah, it has a little token
Hey,
on it indicating it's moving, so I need
correct.
to be very careful.
You know, it would
What?
be nice. Haste.
Yeah, well, if there's a giant centipede in your face, you're just gonna blast it with lightning. You're not gonna make your friends move faster.
Maybe you're not.
Yay, Genesis.
That's why you don't
Death
escape
by
on a
poison.
con.
Well, sorry. Okay. Just don't let me get bit. It's okay.
All right, so you just still
It's
you do
okay.
take some damage as you feel this poison coursing through you. Yep, so you take half. And you feel your muscles start to tense up and lock up, but you're able to fight off the effects of the paralysis.
That's heckin' rude. So heckin' rude.
All right, Crick.
Okay, so do I know that number 7 is there? Because I'm pretty sure.
It's dark.
It's eating.
Yes, because it's close enough to your light spell. It's in dim light.
Okay.
But obviously you can see this giant thing eating Genesis right next to you.
Yeah, I was just wondering if I could cast slow and get both of them in it.
You know what'd be nice right now? Hey, quick.
Hey, you know it's the same as speeding two of you up, slowing both of them down.
All right, so what are you gonna do?
I was gonna cast slow on number 2 definitely, but if
Okay.
I can see number 7, I would like to do it on that too.
Yeah, you can see I'm enough to cast that spell. Yes,
Okay.
it actually moved up
Well,
a little
no,
bit
it's a
to.
40-foot square radius, and any enemies in that square get affected by it.
Is it okay? So what you just said is the opposite. What does it actually say? Does it say 40-foot radius or a 40-foot square?
You alter time around up to 6 creatures of your choice in a 40-foot cube within range,
Okay, so it's a cube. Okay.
and the range is 120 feet.
Yep, easily.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try to cast slow on both of them. They both failed. Nice.
We do love those failed saves, though.
All right, and would you throw it in the chat for me so I can see exactly what it does? I don't know that I haven't had anybody cast a slow spell before.
Really, it seems pretty good.
The sad thing is,
So as a
is that
-2, does it have effect on it?
I applied it.
It does. Nice. So -2 armor class. Speed is
This
half.
is,
Can't use reaction. And it saves at the end of the round and has a disadvantage against dexterity saving throws. Okay.
and it can take either a like wait,
Like either an action or a bonus action. It can't have both.
and it can only attack once per turn.
it's a cool spell, but you
Yeah.
did ruin my plan for next turn because it can't take reactions.
Well, sorry.
Okay, well,
No,
when you
it's
make
fine.
them run
No,
All
away,
right. Are you
cool.
what
moving or
more?
doing
It's
anything
cool.
else? Don't forget your
Yeah, I'm
spell
gonna
slot.
run away.
Hide behind three.
Yes,
All right. And
Here,
because
step
it
up
is
this way.
slowed, it cannot take a opportunity attack.
that was my plan.
Genesis. So you are wrapped up in a web and being chomped on by the spider currently,
So-
and is now slowly eating you. It's not quite as fast as it was before.
Oh wow, it just tastes so good. It's trying to savor its
And Piper
meal.
is rather upset that you told him to come sit on your shoulder, because it is now also wrapped up in webs.
I guess the question is, what would it take to be not wrapped up in webs?
Alright, so if you wish to, you can use your action to try to escape. Let me verify for sure. Here it is. As an action, the restrained target can take a DC 12 strength check. Can also be attacked, and the webbing can be attacked and destroyed by somebody else. Let me see who's here. 3 of you. 1 second.
Guys, I'm not gonna make that strength check.
Nature.
See,
I
this
am not that
wanted to be
strong.
hasted. Nope.
Oh, heck.
Breck
Look at you,
knows.
Crack. Good job. He knows.
He's a smart boy.
All right, in Genesis, you need DC 12.
Yeah, I think that I wouldn't want to do that, considering, Genesis is wrapped in it.
So it is not a strength save, it is simply a strength check. Actually, I could have done athletics. Never mind, you got out
Made it.
anyway. Okay, good. Alright, so you are no longer restrained. Are you doing anything with your bonus action?
I had a cool idea, but I'm probably not gonna do it until at least next turn.
Mantha, are you doing anything with your bonus action? Alright, she's saying Discord's being mean to her, so we'll give her a second to figure it out or type something.
Oh.
Alrighty, doing a spiritual weapon. Go ahead and point. I presume you want it next to the spider. So go ahead and do your attack.
Ooh.
Alright, so are you able to hear me, Mantha?
I can hear your
I can
clicking.
hear your typing on your keyboard.
That's not
Try
me.
talk. Yeah, Mantha.
Yeah,
Try.
man.
I can hear your
I can
clicking.
hear your typing on
Did
your
it fix
keyboard.
itself?
Yeah, I
That's
can
not
hear
Yeah,
me.
you.
talk. Woohoo! Yeah, Mantha.
Oh,
Try.
Man.
yay!
I can hear your
I can
clicking.
hear
It
your typing
stopped.
on.
So, cool. I don't have to type everything else.
Alright, so go ahead and do your attack.
So, yeah, so she's doing spiritual weapon at 4th level, because I'm, like, she's mad.
That's your second or your third, 4th level spell?
It is my second. I just marked off the spell slot.
Okie doke. Yeah, so Stream She is a multicaster, because multi-class spell caster. So she has weird spell slots. She can pick and choose what spell slots she wants. So even though she can't cast any 4th level spells, she can cast the spells she has at 4th level. It's pretty cool. Alright, so that has hit. Again, hold the left click, right click until you get the right number of damage.
It gets whacked.
Alright. Actually, did you want to move?
Yes. She just kind of takes a couple steps back. That was not pleasant.
Alright, get 3.
I think step right there. I don't know if that counts as flanking. I don't know how the spiritual weapon works, but
No, it doesn't. You can't flank with a spiritual weapon.
okay, she's gonna step right there then. It's fine either way. And gonna try to attack it. I think Athena is helping me, right? I was looking at myself, but I don't see the help action on me.
You said she was going to, so yes, go ahead and apply
Okay.
it. I don't know if you ever did or not, but go for it. So D1, so 7.
But not. I just damaged myself.
All right, I'll fix it.
Thank you. That's a lot of damage. Well, I would have rerolled that one anyway. Yay, rolling dice. Yay, rolling dice. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna like kinda back up here. The very angry spider. All of his nom targets keep running away.
All right, so you move up, move back, slam into it with ice pick,
Mm-hmm.
and top of the next round is Genesis.
Okay. So, at this point, I think Jen's she's kind of mad. Um,
So hold that thought
so- oh,
because it is 9:30, top of the round, so it's a good time
Oh.
to stop.
No.
I had
okay.
a really cool thing I was gonna do.
So, like, I was actually going to say that exact same thing. I don't know why you're saying spiritual weapon because you already have it out. But if you do want to type,
No,
what I do is I type
I'm
stuff next to my name to remind myself of what I'm going to do when we play again. So next week we are not going to be playing this. We are going to be jumping over
Oh.
to our other campaign. So we will not be streaming that. So we'll be taking next week off. But the week after we'll be back,
yay.
folks. So look for us on the 20th. Did you guys like my fire? How it's wiggly?
It
Yeah.
was cute. I like it.
Fire.
Um,
It wiggles.
so thank you so much for playing with me, guys. This will be up on YouTube tomorrow. So if you want to tell your friends and family and remind them to watch it live, I'm going to, I was sort of a little not as descriptive as as I normally am. Um, Trying to juggle everything with the different streaming stuff and finding stuff and making an encounter and everything. You guys threw me off a little bit. I was expecting you to go into the stream.
Occultists, we don't even know if they've done anything wrong. It'd be the same thing as that poor wizard.
Yep,
We don't know if he's a poor
yep.
wizard, though.
That's what I was saying.
But regardless, you're all set. Said I have your destination ready to go. I just didn't have anything in between ready, because I wasn't expecting that to happen. But it's okay. That's all. That's what role-playing games are about. Um, and next week I won't have. Next time we stream, I won't have Tusk targeted. Because what happened is every time it came to his turn, the map centered on him, and then I wouldn't realize it until for like 3 or 4 minutes or 10 minutes, however long, the stream couldn't see what was going on. So It's all right. We'll iron all these bugs out. See what I did there? See?
Yes, I did see what you did there. Good job, Mr. Sven.
All right. But
But
again, thank you so much for playing with me. I appreciate it, guys. And Logan, I'll see you on Sunday.
Yeah.
and thanks for DMing, Dad,
Thank you
and
for DMing.
to the audience, thank you for watching. I guess
We
come
even have an
watch
audience.
these live.
We had a couple people
Bye.
jump into chat. So yes, and who knows what we'll get when we stream. So all right, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the stream. Thank you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me throw back on the.
Thanks for DMing. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Yes. And then